This is Ross Marquand, and you're listening to Best Threesome Ever.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. It's probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now, here are your hosts, Nick, Megan, and Kevin.
Stuff.
Butts and stuff.
You try and give a girl a firm, open palm slap on the compliment these days.
All right, here we go. Best Threesome Ever, episode 181, brought to you by Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin. Yay.
Kevin's got his phone sex operator voice on.
Sure. Let's turn up the heat a little bit. What do you think? I am already wet. Yeah.
Yep, that's where I'm at. Already wet.
Literally drown a toddler in my pants. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, not that you would.
Just
I love Pam.
so many things wrong. with that.
I love Pam so much.
So much. I've been saying blorp a lot lately because they're
Or
Blorp.
I do that when I feed the cats and I like blurp the wet food into their bowls and just like blorp.
Yeah, anytime I get like unexpected news or like, this went wrong, I go blorp.
Blorp.
Hi, Nick.
Anyway, hi, Nick,
No,
how
it's
you
fine.
doing?
It's fine.
Really?
Tired, sleepy.
Wonder why.
Finally get my brain back in order. But yeah, we've been watching anything good?
Kevin, you'll be excited. Aaron and I are almost done with season 1 of Silo.
Yes.
Aaron watched it last year when season 1 came out, but we just started watching it together, and holy fuck, I have a crazy crush on Rebecca Ferguson.
Oh, why is she like so
She's
annoyingly
so
good in everything?
yeah.
Even that dumbass other movie she did with Hugh Jackman.
What?
The memory one.
Ackman.
The memory.
Yeah, not Greatest Showman, but the memory one. Where
I
people
don't-
like live in their memories because it's a dystopian.
Yeah. I can't remember what that was, but
That one.
I remember her from I think the first thing I saw her in was Doctor Sleep.
That was definitely not the first thing I saw her in.
It was the first thing I was like, oh, hey, this person's really great at
It's called
doing what they do.
Reminiscence.
Okay. Yeah, where people like live in their memories and because reality sucks or something. I don't know. But anyway, Silo, and I put it to Aaron like,
I think the first thing I saw her in was The White Queen, and that was pretty early in her career.
yeah.
I think.
So I told Aaron, I'm like, this is like Fallout, but via the Hunger Games.
Kinda.
Yeah, because like
Kinda.
the Hunger Games, there's that whole District 13 is
Mhm.
all basically a silo.
Yeah, it is very very Fallout with like Hunger Games and like I hate to say it, but like Divergence vibes.
We are approaching the end of season 1.
Which is only at the halfway mark of the first book.
Damn.
Yeah. But I
Are
will
there
say there are 3 books.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Book number 2, especially with how they've made a few changes from the book, I
Uh-huh.
really think they could wrap up book 2 in 2 episodes.
Oh wow.
They really
So maybe
could.
the first part of season 3 will be book 2, and then the second part of season 3 will be book 3,
Mhm.
maybe. I don't know. But now I'm like, shit, I want to read the book.
It's a very compelling read. The first full first chapter is that whole
Yeah.
thing with the first like Rashida Jones.
Yeah.
And,
Also, was not like that. I'm like, hey,
and she is
crushed
so fucking
everybody in that show is
good in
so
this.
good. I was
very, like even though there have been some pretty severe changes, like the security team
yeah.
does not exist in the books.
Oh.
That is everything that the cool black fella is doing
Ahmed.
is what Bernard is doing in the books.
Oh, okay.
So that I found very interesting. Like security is IT.
Yeah. Okay. It's not like part of judicial.
Nope.
It's
There's no judicial. It's IT is judicial
Oh,
and
that's
IT.
fucked up.
Judicial system.
It's really fucking good.
And I don't feel like that's a spoiler for anybody
No.
because you find this out very early in the books. So
Gotcha. So yeah, been watching that. Really enjoying it. Can't wait to get into season 2 because that's out or mostly out or
yep,
partially out.
And the first episode was like fucking straight out of the book. It was
Love it.
Fuck me, God.
And then I completely devoured Rivals on Hulu.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. David Tennant.
so many butts and tits and wieners.
So many butts, so many tits, so much peen.
Have you ever wanted to watch the 10th Doctor's ass bobbing as he absolutely folds one of the most beautiful black women you've ever seen in your life?
Literally.
Watch the show Rivals.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Do it. Yeah. No, they're again, that's just an incredible ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Fucking Aidan Turner as a drunk Irish journalist, and the woman who plays his wife is crazy hot, and the girl who plays his daughter is crazy hot.
Everybody's crazy hot.
Everyone is crazy hot.
Jen from the IT crowd also looking quite good.
Yeah. Oh, I loved her. I loved her arc.
Oh, same.
Like, and you don't expect to like the guy she ends up going.
You don't,
spoiling.
and like you root for them.
Yeah.
You are rooting for them.
He has one of my the smoothest fucking lines I think I've ever heard. So I don't know. I've thought about this a lot because it just pops into my brain at random intervals because I have ADHD and that's how my brain works.
It's that way.
And I'm unmedicated because fucking Adderall shortage. But anyway,
Unmedicated could be the name of our podcast if they ever made us change it for
for legal
for appropriateness reasons.
It's called Rivals.
Yeah.
Rivals, yes.
It's based on a book series. Also, I'm listening to the book, but I haven't been listening to it that closely. But anyway, so apparently in the UK, if you get a run in your tights, they call it a ladder. A ladder. Like a ladder in your tights. Because it kind of looks like a ladder.
Yeah.
And
Pickups are thrown down.
And so she's at a party, there's a run in her tights, and she's like, ugh, my husband, who's a complete and utter douche tool, mentioned I have a run in my stockings, and the guy, and he's like, I've always liked ladders and stockings, Stairway to Heaven and all that.
Oh.
Yeah. Smooth.
Wow.
Smooth with a V.
Smooth.
How come I think? Okay.
I can't even. I was gagged at that line, and I don't know why.
When I looked it up, I expected David Tennant to be top billed, but he is not. Emily Attack is.
Oh, and Georgia Tennant is reading the audiobook.
Sarah, the kind of mainish girl.
Okay. Nafessa Williams, is that who he fooled?
Yes.
Very attractive.
As does Translucent. She's crazy hot.
Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that show.
Yeah, wasn't she the wife?
I think so. Interesting.
Yeah, she sure was.
But yeah, the
Is it an all English cast?
English and Irish, I think.
Well, actually, I think she was
I'm just looking through the cast list.
every one of those shows gorgeous too. Fuck.
Beautiful
Fucking
people.
everyone.
Black Lightning.
And the guy who plays Rupert played Translucent on the first season of The Boys.
Sure did.
I did not put that together. I'm like, I know I've seen him somewhere because his face is just weird hot.
I mean, have you seen him?
Ah. Well, yeah, because he gets electrocuted and shows up.
He's a funny guy.
But yeah, he played the Translucent. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's where I know that weird. His face is weird.
His face is weird,
but it's hot. He's one of those weird hot people, and he's he plays this
as a fellow weird hot person,
rake.
I understand.
Your face isn't that weird though. Your face looks.
As a weird person, I totally get it.
I'm a weird person. But yeah, put it on your list. It's a drama that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Nice. Definitely a bit of a drama, in the southwest drama dramedy.
Yeah.
There's definitely plenty of fun to be had, and titties and wieners.
There's a lot. There's a lot of nudity.
Nudity,
including Jen from IT Crowd. Good for her.
Yes,
very
good
proud.
for her.
Watching Lower Decks.
Oh God, the last couple episodes have been just gold mines.
They have been, but at the same time, I'm not. I don't feel as vested into this episode.
Really,
or into this season.
I've been super invested. Plus, I love the. Not the. I think it wasn't the most recent one with the cubes and the orbs, but the one before that, Starbase 80.
Oh, yeah.
That had. God, I'm trying to remember her name. She was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as Trudy.
Yeah,
The sister of Judy, and then she was in an episode of The Good Place as the mailroom lady from outside The Good Place. The super chipper,
Yeah,
kind of big black girl.
Yeah. I want to say Nicole something.
Probably.
Well,
not-
Everett Brown,
Tell you what, we'll find
the
out.
one
Yeah.
that's always like the guest star on Talking Dead.
No, not her.
Okay, that's Nicole Everett Brown.
Yes, and not her.
Okay, I'm loving the
But
episodes.
Stephen Root was also playing the chief engineer.
And
Fuck
he was
yes.
Absolutely
I
fantastic.
love him.
Nicole
was.
Byer.
There it is.
There, yeah. She was in a bunch of episodes of Archer too.
Yeah, she's in so many. She does a lot
a
of voice
lot of-
work,
yeah.
but she does a lot of like she is like evenly split between being like a guest on this and then
Mhm.
like significant voice work.
She did a whole I mean bit in her comedy act about how Ursula was right.
I think I've seen that.
It's made the rounds on Facebook and such.
Right, it's pretty funny. I'm enjoying the episodes. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it's I know it's the last season, so maybe I'm just kind of like,
So
You're
it's such a
preparing yourself to say goodbye.
such a
Yeah.
bummer because they deserve more. They
Yeah.
really do.
I mean, they've lasted 5 seasons.
You know, but like it used to be like the thing was 7,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and then Enterprise destroyed that with their little 4.
Yeah.
in Enterprise.
Plus that show
Garbage.
is not my favorite story. But you know, Next Generation Voyager and Deep Space Nine all had 7.
Right.
And now it seems like it's gonna be 5 is the thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I think that's all that Disco had.
Yeah, sounds right.
And I think this is what, only the 3rd season of
Brave New World.
that's coming out. Strange New Worlds?
Yeah, Strange New Worlds. 3rd, 4th.
I think 3rd.
Uh,
Hopefully
that
they
sounds
get
right.
5.
Well, hopefully they got a lot of story to tell.
They do.
Well, we all know where it's going to end, so.
With Pike getting his fucking face melted.
Boop, bop, boop, bop, bop. If you don't get to understand that reference, then
Then you probably are thinking, oh, did he mean beep? Beep, beep.
well played, Kevin. Well played.
Thank you.
That was good. That was good.
Yes, the season 3 premiere
okay.
is early next year.
I've been watching that. I've been watching Lioness. So fucking good.
We have not watched the most recent episode yet.
Oh god, it.
Or we watched the finale of Tulsa King.
They're doing exactly what I hate it, but I love it because it keeps me very invested in the show. Where they end at a point, you're like, no.
I know it's fucking it's what Alias did
God.
all the time. Alias every single episode ended in a goddamn cliffhanger, so you'd have to watch the next one.
Yeah, it's,
Fucking
fucker.
Lioness is very much doing that right now, and
Silo doing that
very
too. It's
good.
driving me nuts.
Driving me
yeah, it's driving me nuts. I don't know if they'll get a 3rd season, but that's fine. They might. Who knows?
I kind of hope they do. I'm very much digging.
I kind of hope they do too. They're this one is oof. It's, especially the most recent one is there's a rant by a character, and you're just like, ooh, it sounds like it's written very close to what's going on in the world. So
Oh boy.
it's interesting. What else am I watching?
We're getting frustrated with.
From?
Yeah, very very good. It's kind of like Lost a bit. People keep finding themselves in this mysterious little town that they can't get out of. That every night these sort of vampire type creatures come out. They have to be like invited in order to get in, but they're really weird and creepy, like old timey looking people. Like they have these talismans in their homes, and that's why they can't get in unless they're invited.
Oh.
So it's that, and like if you try and leave the town, you just loop back around kind of thing, and like
Pleasantville kind of
a
thing.
little bit. And so it's very strange. It's got the guy from I mean he's been in so many things. He was Mercutio in the Baz Luhrmann Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah. And he's so good in this. And so it's it's the same like show creators, and JJ Abrams has his hand in it. It's very Lost vibes, but it's, you know me, I don't like compound tragedy. Like if too many things go wrong and the characters never get a win, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and like terrible things on top of terrible things keep happening.
It's like, what the fuck's the
I
point?
get really annoyed. There was a point where I almost had to end the Dresden series because they were doing that, but I ended up sticking with it. Now it's been too long since he put out his last.
Dresden, as in the Dresden, Germany during
Files.
World War II.
No, as in the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher.
Jim Butcher.
The books.
Nothing to do with city of Dresden in Germany that got bombed to shit in World War II.
The main character's name is Harry Dresden.
Oh, gotcha. There's a very famous song called "The Bombing to Dresden." It's very interesting and it's very good musically, because it kind of gives you an improv section of like making noises with the instruments to mimic the sounds of like the bombs happening and shit.
Oh,
It's
sure.
very powerful. Anyways, I'm sorry. Continue on.
No, it's all right. So yeah, very spooky, very confusing. What the fuck is going on? Sort of a show, and like 3 seasons in, we still have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Nice.
What's the name of this show again?
From
From.
it is on MGM. I know a lot of people have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I mean, MGM Plus is not a very expensive.
Well, yeah.
network, and I think you can get it like if you have like any of the
Prime,
Roku, Prime or Roku. You can get it included in like the Roku bundle, which is like AMC Plus,
Right.
MGM, etc.
Which is funny because I don't have Roku, but somehow I started getting billed for AMC Plus, and I'm like, I don't have AMC Plus. Like I don't watch. Somehow I started getting billed for it, so I don't.
But is it a Roku smart TV? Like
No.
the UI Roku?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like most of ours are. The only one in our house that isn't a Roku smart TV is mine in my office.
Anyways,
interesting.
Ours is like Google TV.
I did see. I did also watch Transformers 1.
We watched that. We had a little movie night.
Yeah.
That everyone was invited to, and some people didn't come. I'm just kidding.
I was like, I feel bad for not going, and then because like, what if and then I saw the photos. I'm like, oh, they had plenty of people show up. It's fine. They're fine.
It was good. But that's what we watched. The first thing we watched was we watched Transformers 1, and then we watched the new Crow movie.
How was it?
I have opinions about both.
Good.
Transformers 1, I
kind of loved.
That
That's
Shia LaBeouf, right? Michael Bay?
No. This is the new animated one. So it's actually called Transformers 1.
Okay, well,
yeah, not the first Transformers movie.
So
the animated.
Chris Hemsworth was the voice of Optimus.
Jesus
Sure
Christ.
was.
And at the end, he put on his best, Peter Cullen impersonation. It was pretty good. I think at one point they even layered the two. But like,
I thought sounded like they did.
At the very end, you could tell it was just him doing it. But
nice.
I liked it.
I liked it too. I didn't hate it. I was like, well, this is kind of actually really enjoyable. I kind of like. I mean,
Scarlett Johansson is RC's sister Alita, and fucking.
What's his name is
Keegan-Michael Key as Bumblebee, which was fucking
Love
perfect.
it.
Oh, he was perfect.
His fake friend that was what was it?
Steve,
not Steve, but the one that he.
It was Tron.
Tron. This is my other fake friend Tron. I was like, oh,
everyone at the house was like, oh my god, I'm the best.
Okay,
it was Steve Buscemi as fucking Starscream.
Yeah,
I love it.
And then
I had a good time.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of like childhood memories coming back, and like how like they can't transform, and that they're just these slave bots, and then they worship this one guy, and then you find out. Well, spoilers. He's kind of corrupt, and
the second you meet him, we're like, "Oh, this guy sucks." It's not a spoiler. The second you meet his character, he's voiced by John Hamm, for crying out loud. You're like, oh, this dude sucks.
This
I can
guy's
tell.
a slimy business guy.
Yeah. And it just it's fun and it's delightful, and there's a lot of childhood memories for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although it was kind of funny that they were like, "Oh, those are the big badass, the Defense Force bots," and they're like. It's led by Starscream. How badass could they be? I mean, knowing from the original, I felt there was some GoBots in there, like in the background.
It really did look like a couple of them were GoBots,
right? I was like, I feel you were doing kind of GoBot-y, but okay. I mean, they kind of changed the story just a wee bit, like from like if you follow the original cartoon or if you follow the movies, it kind of. I mean, they kind of merged them nicely, but at the same time, you're kind of like, oh, okay. But it was fun. It was an enjoyable movie. I had fun with it. I liked it more than I thought I would. Even though it's a kids-ish movie, young
kid friendly movie.
I'd watch it again, and it didn't do very well in theaters, which makes me sad. I hope they still try and do another one because I think there's a lot of opportunity there.
Right, and they had some. If you look very carefully, there's a lot of characters in there that were in like the original Transformers movie, and some throwbacks to that. So that was kind of fun.
It's where I saw Rodimus scooting around there.
They probably. I think I saw one too, but for sure the I don't remember the Autobot's name. The pink and white female bot.
RC. She was that Alita, Scarlett Johansson, that's her sister. And then when he's like,
right.
when he first shows up at like the factory as Optimus Prime, like the pink one he's talking to is RC.
Yeah.
That was her. She's my like second favorite Transformer.
Right. Yeah. So they're all there. It was kind of fun. Jazz and fucking, what else did I watch recently that
would you like to hear my thoughts on The Crow?
Yes, please.
I would actually.
Let me hear all of
because we had some
we had some concerns, and
Right.
some of our concerns were well founded,
Gotcha.
and a lot of them were not.
Hmm.
Other than the trailer song being that Post Malone,
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne, the soundtrack was very old school.
Love
Nice.
it.
It was a lot of like 90s goth,
Yes.
a little bit of industrial. The soundtrack was very old school.
Love it.
The writing in the first act was a little cringe where they're like, I love you so much. How many people have you truly loved?
So many.
But as soon as he becomes the Crow, because you remember in the first one, like they didn't waste a lot of time on backstory. You got it through like flashbacks and shit. But it started with like them being dead and him coming back a year later. This, they spent the first act setting up these characters, and like their friends, and the writing can be a little bit much sometimes. You're like, oh god, shut up, you Gen Z. But yeah, once he becomes the Crow, I'm not gonna lie, the movie went fucking hard.
Yeah.
Super gory.
Wow.
Like fucked up gory.
Wow.
Like watch people die in some of the most hideous ways I've seen.
No.
The soundtrack slaps. The bad guy sucked. The action's really good. The cinematography is amazing.
Yeah.
Because after we watched that, we went back and we watched the original one, and I'm like, the cinematography in this movie is kind of
Yeah. They were trying to do some stylized.
dialogue isn't great.
People like
Why is Brandon talking like that? He's like, oh, I'm the Crow. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love The Crow. I based my entire personality on it back in the 90s, just like everyone else my age who was a drama kid and a little gothic kid. We all did it. But like,
everything about
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, after the first third, which was still, it was okay,
Yeah,
but like, I was like, can we fucking move it along?
all right.
Somebody die here so we can get on with it.
Interesting.
No,
Somebody die already.
I liked it. I fucking liked this movie.
I think I remember you saying, I think I'm gonna like it, and I don't like that I'm gonna like it.
And
or
I
something like
ended
that.
up liking it. And like, even as the first, like, I was like, well, okay, maybe not. And then like, even Sabra, who, you know, she's Gen X, the Crow.
Oh, yeah.
She's old school goth
Yeah.
like this.
Really?
Yeah.
She's goth? Wouldn't have guessed.
Shut up.
What,
She
the
went
black
into it-
wedding dress with horns wasn't a dead ass giveaway.
She was
That was
she was like, I cannot believe this movie. So I recommend it. I can't fucking lie. Watch it.
Bill
So
Skarsgård, so I'm probably gonna watch.
If you like a fucking good revenge movie and you're not so blinded by nostalgia goggles that you're not ready to accept,
I don't think
a newer
ever
version of a
actually
thing you like,
seen the original Crow.
then I cannot recommend this enough to you. I
So
think you'll
then
like
I
it.
will.
I thought there would be more nudity.
Aw.
There's plenty of Bill. If you want to see his impressively toned buttocks and
Yep,
mostly
I
naked
do.
body
Yes, I
several
do.
times throughout the film, you will have a great time.
Excellent.
If you're
That's-
looking for some nudity of, I have no idea how to pronounce her name because it's letters and then Twigga, FKA Twigga, I think her name
Oh,
is.
FKA Twigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it like fucka or is it
No,
FKA?
it's just
Because
FKA.
I know that SCA is SZA. So
I
that's
don't
why I
know.
thought maybe it was fucka. Fucka Twigs.
Maybe.
I would fuck a Twix right now. That sounds delicious. Anyway, she was very good in it.
Yeah.
She has kind of Hermione mouth, which is what like whenever she smiled, that's what I imagine Hermione looked like. But she has very, very prominent like buck teeth. And so like the whole time I'm like, this is what Hermione should have looked like.
Oh.
She was very good. Very good looking woman. Very, very skinny. But
Yeah.
I thought there would be more. Wait, hey, there wasn't. It's fine. A lot of Bill nudity.
the director of photography for the original Crew movie is a guy by the name of Darius Wolski, who also did like The Martian, The New World, and
The
Napoleon.
Martian
Well, he clearly got better at
got
it.
better because The
Crimson
Martian
Tide.
was fucking
Well,
incredible.
he also did Dark City, so that explains.
Well, and plus, we were going through
He
stuff
did
in the 90s.
He did Sweeney Todd.
Okay,
The Johnny Depp one?
Yes.
that's actually pretty
House
decent.
of Gucci,
Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
Oh, that mud bath scene with her and Selma Hayek was
War
rent
Machine,
free in my head.
Alien Covenant,
That's the new one, right?
Prometheus.
No, Alien Covenant was the one that wasn't very good, but you cannot complain about the cinematography in that movie.
Right.
That crushed it.
Did all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
Yeah, so I mean,
He got better.
well, some of it might have been director fault.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes
There's just some weird, like in The Crow, there's just some really weird angles of the rooftops where it's
There- yeah.
how does this exist in
Ah.
our world?
Gotcha.
Like,
Well-
it's like he's on like a one-person rooftop,
yeah,
like a little like
Yeah.
5 foot by 5 foot square, and like all
Right.
the
Yeah.
buildings are like leaning in weird.
Because-
It was-
Gotcha.
director was Alex Porras, yeah, who also did Dark City, iRobot,
Hey, iRobot.
Gods of Egypt.
Ugh.
Oh God.
Oh, fired. You're fired. You don't get to make movies anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have
All
a very
right.
long list.
What if I made a movie about Egyptian gods going to war? That sounds awesome.
And
what if it was all white people?
Mm,
You sure? Yep.
$100 million. There you go.
Yeah, it was, and they're all like giants, aren't they?
Like white people, I guess.
They're all like
Yeah.
overly tall.
Yeah. They're all
Which
giants.
was like thematically,
Yeah.
gods of Egypt
All
could
right.
have been amazing.
Right.
They just needed more. What's it called? Egyptian people.
Yeah.
Right. People that were not white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Danish Nicolaj Coster-Waldau.
Correct.
Uncle Jamie.
Right.
Should
Daddy
Rami Malek
Jamie.
have played Raw? Probably.
That's interesting. So you really like The Crow, huh?
I fucking did.
Okay.
Fuck me. It was so gory. Fuck. One of the wildest like shootouts, and still a bit nonsense because like it was during like an opera and like nobody was hearing this big shootout
Gunshots,
in
'cause
the
it was-
lobby during this opera, where even like there should have been staff there to go, excuse me folks, there is a huge fucking shootout going on with some guy dressed as a psycho mime. I'm gonna need you to evacuate through these doors in the back here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So
was-
that made no fucking sense, but the shootout was cool as balls.
I love it.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's about all I've been able to watch since our last episode. So
I feel like I watched something else recently.
Venom 3.
No.
haven't watched it yet.
I did.
And
It was way better than Venom 2.
okay.
It was good. It was of all the Spider-Verse movies, I wouldn't put it near the top, but like I said, it was definitely better than Venom 2.
Okay.
It was certainly better than Morbius and fucking Web.
Wow. I never watched Morbius. Still haven't watched it. Can't bring
I
myself
haven't
around to
watched
watch it.
Morbius.
Morbius is worth it to watch Matt Smith chew scenery.
Fair enough.
That is why you watch that film.
Gotcha.
He is fantastic in it because he's clearly having fun
Yeah.
and he doesn't give a fuck.
Does not give a fuck. Love
And
I
it.
got my
it's
paycheck. I don't
Worth
give a
it
fuck.
just for like that's just the thing. He's clearly still having fun. Like he's like
That's
I'm in a superhero movie. I get to be a cool vampire badass.
Yeah.
Let's get
Fuck yeah.
weird. And
That's
for that, it is worth watching.
who's that's
30 Seconds to Mars guy.
yeah, Jared Leto,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's Jared Leto.
He's sure
Yeah,
gonna be
he's
in
a-
Tron 3.
He's a
Sure
fucking
is.
creepazoid
Yeah.
who has a cult of young nubile women
I did watch, on his private
on
island,
his private island.
so nobody can do anything about it. I did watch the documentary, I guess it is, on Disney about John Williams. That was kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Relived a lot of childhood memories and just why I loved his music and
It's
you
like
know,
the soundtrack to our childhood.
right? And,
Yeah.
and just listening to like his thought process and like how he came up with some of it, and it's mostly just John Williams being John Williams and talking about but other people as well, and how like in E.T. even he's like they snuck in a little bit of Yoda's theme when and in the Halloween scene when he's out walking around and they spot Yoda and there's like a couple notes of the Yoda thing.
Mm,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and then there's vintage footage of him and Steven Spielberg sitting there going, going, yeah, Yoda's theme, snuck that in there. Nah, you think anybody's gonna get it? And Steven Spielberg's like, yeah, 250 million people will get it. I'm like, oh, classic. But it was really cool. It was kind of nice. I mean, I like those things. I like to hear about,
And
the creative process.
Now I can only hear the Jurassic Park theme song in my head.
Right. And it's amazing. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit he did that I didn't even know he did. Of course, you want examples, which off the top of my head, I can't think of.
Harry
But
Potter.
he did a lot of TV shows and, well, I mean, like Harry Potter, all the big ones, you
Yeah.
know. But it's kind of fun. Did a lot of piano playing for certain songs that were doing the thing.
Classic.
Anyways,
Oh, that one.
yeah. It's fun. You give it a watch if you're bored or folding laundry or something. Fun hour.
Or just like documentaries.
Yeah.
Or just like documentaries, hearing about creative processes.
Lost in Space.
Yeah, Lost in Space. He did.
A new one, obviously.
Yeah. So
Did he
anyway,
in Star Wars?
What?
what? Did you say what?
I said, wait, he did Star Wars?
Oh yeah, he did.
Hell yeah, dude.
He sure did.
I thought that was Ludwig Göransson.
I thought it was Michael Giacchino.
Well, and I thought he did all the Harry Potter movies. He only did
No,
the
he
first
only did the
three.
Two or three.
Yeah,
I think just the first.
because he's like, I don't really like to do sequels,
Maybe it was just the first.
except for Star
two,
Wars
Then.
and Home Alone. And
I'm showing him as being at least part of. Well, maybe it's just because
They used it.
they used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to get his permission to use it. Yeah, so
Oh,
Yeah,
I bet he got
I think
paid for all
I think
seven.
he only did the music for the Chris Columbus ones,
yeah, because he
Yeah.
worked with Chris Columbus before.
Yeah.
So he's like,
especially because the music was so different in the third one, which is
Right.
one of the fucking worst adaptations.
But he,
Oh,
I've seen in my
really,
entire
Kevin?
fucking life. Nobody who listens to the shows
That
heard
is
my
as-
opinions on Harry Potter 3.
That is an entire podcast entirely on its own.
why
Why Kevin
Kevin
hates
Harry Potter 3?
the third Harry Potter movie.
Yeah. So anyway,
I was about to.
Yeah, to,
I had to rank myself in.
That's like my live action Beauty and the Beast rant.
are we moving on trailers?
Hell yeah.
All right. What if season 3?
Yeah, what if season 3?
What if
Ah,
season 3?
did she ever pick up in the comics? Did she ever pick up the
Hammer?
hammer?
Who picked up the hammer?
It's at the very end of the clip.
Oh, well,
I don't know. I don't know.
Would she be worthy?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't know because she had CD past.
So what?
oh,
Pure heart. I don't know. Yeah, season 3. Fucking.
we're getting Moon Knight,
We're getting Moon Knight.
So the
Oscar Isaac Moon Knight too.
Yep. Because his the next season 2 of Moon Knight has been canceled. Now he's getting his own movie.
Which
Right. Which is fine.
There's a brief little 30-second Ironheart trailer
yeah,
leaked from D23.
Yeah.
Where you see the guy from Transformers: Rise of the Beasts as the antagonists.
Ironheart's in What If?
You see a couple of
Ironheart's and What If.
Yep, and you see a couple of her a couple versions of her new suit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Looks very cool. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Looks like this show's being made with some
In
love.
case you don't know what we're talking about with What If, at the very end there is Storm holding Mjolnir, and it looks fucking
And I
old classic Storm too.
yeah, and if
Or sorry, 97.
if you know anything about me and my love of Storm and like lightning powered characters and that kind of thing, when I saw that,
came in your
I
pants.
came
Very hard.
in and outside of my pants.
I figured I was like, I bet you Kevin just blew up his pants with
Yeah.
right now.
Well, like, it makes sense that she would be able to. Yeah, I don't,
But like her
just 'cause
CD
of
past was like
light-
it was kind of it was forced.
It
you know?
wasn't-
She was a
I
she was
wasn't her
a she was a
choice.
street rat.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if the hammer judged their
Different.
entire life or
She-
just kind of was like,
The fact that Storm, if she
Storm was
wanted to destroy this planet with a thought, and instead is one of the most heroic people on the X-Men,
right.
and is kind and uses her powers only when
She
she
is
has
queen.
to. She is queen. She is absolutely worthy. God damn it.
She's not an Omega level mutant, is she? Oh, then
She is easily one of the most powerful X-Men,
gotcha.
and she doesn't get the credit she deserves.
What was the other trailer that? The photos from Spiderman Noir. Did we talk about that?
We have not yet.
No.
Yeah, Spiderman Noir,
I'm into it.
live action.
I love Spider-Man Noir. He's my favorite, like, alternate universe Spider-Man ever since the
Aim.
Shattered Dimension came out.
So
Not counting Scarlet Spider because he was in universe. He's just a clone. But I'm talking about, like,
right.
alternate universe Spider-Man's. He's my favorite. He knocked 2099 off his little podium. I just thought he was very cool. And
I never liked 2099.
I did. I
liked it. Not.
He was kind of Batman.
I know, but I maybe it was, I don't know. I never got I have a bunch of the 2099 comics, and I read them, and I was like,
I liked his little multicolored Batman meets Punisher suit, and I liked his little kind of a vampire, and
I don't know.
I thought it was neat. But when Spider-Man Noir hit, I was like, oh yeah, this is my dude. I've tried to put together a cosplay for him a couple times. I think I'll finally end up doing it, but
and it is Nicolas Cage.
It is, and
it is Nicolas Cage.
And people are like, he's too old to play him. I'm like, that's actually what the story is supposed to be about. He's,
he's kind of towards retirement.
Yeah,
there.
he's like, can I keep doing this? Fuck.
Help! My knees, my back.
If he
I'll
does,
see my crack.
if he does what he did for the animated series, it'll be fine. Or for the animated, Spider-Verse movie.
I think he'll do great. He's exactly the type of overactor that is perfect for a noir style Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's noir style. More, kind of, sort of, but can be overacted, and it's okay.
He's
acceptable.
Yeah.
What else? Was there a trailer? Something else?
How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh yeah, the live action. You saw that?
I did in theaters. I talked about this on Facebook. It has been a long time since I've seen a movie in theaters before it was released on like YouTube and the internet at large.
The trailer, yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah.
So a lot of the live action remakes of cartoons have been Beauty
and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast is probably chief among them. Their first mistake was casting Josh Gad. Their second mistake was casting
Emma Watson.
Everybody else was fine. Luke Evans, a fucking great guy.
Oh god, yeah.
Or at least not giving her more singing.
But she's
training.
English.
So.
Or tune. Anyway.
Bella's supposed to be French. Anyway, let's not go down this rabbit hole, you guys.
So many people they can use. Anyway, it was not good. But I will defend Cinderella to my dying breath.
It's charming.
I think that's because they didn't know where they were going with live action remakes when they made that one.
Blanchett
like Alice in the Wonderland one, it was not an exact reproduction, just live action. They like got a little weird with it.
Yeah.
And, Helena Bonham Carter as the fairy godmother, just kind of
Rob
walking
Stark
on like some kind of drunk. Yeah, like your favorite wine aunt. For that.
Yeah.
So, which is exactly what Helena Bonham Carter probably is.
Oh, God, yes.
She's absolutely everyone's favorite wine aunt.
Yes.
So I liked it, and so this one,
Cinderella.
Gerard Butler is still playing the dad.
Oh, okay.
Thandie Way Newton's daughter from who was incredible in her very short stint in the Last of Us series.
Yeah.
Is playing Astrid, so of course people are fucking losing their minds over that.
She's not white. Astrid is white.
She mostly is. You look at pictures of her and you're like, oh, that's just an olive-skinned girl.
Yeah.
Cool. And she doesn't even have dreads like a lot of like she just has like braids.
Yeah.
And very poofy hair, and she fucking looks Viking.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be great.
Vikings weren't all white.
Like
they traveled the world
and brought people back with them from everywhere.
Sure did.
I don't understand why people are losing their minds. She just looks fucking like I don't know.
White supremacy is baked into our society so deeply that we will probably never be able to get rid of it. Anyway,
like
it's like comedy.
It will literally take aliens coming.
Yeah,
and if they're not white, people will lose their shit.
Or gray.
That and the AI robot uprising. That might be the only other thing that brings us together as a people. Even then, I think the black robots will be here the smallest.
Nico Parker.
Yes, and so I truly believe that, of all of the live action remakes, this one actually looks, even though it looks like they're doing kind of a reproduction thing, It
That
looks
was-
like it actually has some heart and soul into it, and not just
Alright.
a money grab.
All right.
Okay.
I was the trailer was
Alright.
pretty cool.
All right.
You post about it. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I think I've seen bits and pieces of the whole movie,
It's
the
like-
original How to Train Your Dragon, but I haven't watched it all the way
It's
through.
so fucking good.
Because at the time when it came out, my nieces and my nephews were younger, and
Yeah.
so holidays it was on.
We went
But-
and
One of the best scores
oh yeah,
in an animated movie,
really.
hands fuck
Yeah.
down.
Nice.
it was. I think it was. I mean, it was groundbreaking in a lot of different ways,
Hmm.
and I think the soundtrack was one of them. And the animation style of the dragons, I think, was also
Mm-hmm.
very different from what had been done previously. But yeah, my dad and my sister and I went and saw it when my sister was 8. No, younger than that. 2010. Yeah, she would have been 8, 7 or 8. Which means I would have been in high school. I was a teenager when she was young. Anyway,
Would have been in high school in 2010.
I graduated in 2011.
I know. Don't remind me how old I am.
Ian graduated in 2012. But yeah, I don't know if I want this. I don't. It doesn't matter what I want because.
And it's just a remake of the original.
And if it's gonna be a
Sorry.
shot for shot remake of the original, I'm gonna cry.
I'll be less enthused if it's
I will
just
be
a
less
shot. Like
enthused.
it certainly looks like there are scenes that are
I'll
a shot for shot remake,
give
like the
them-
way he
Oh, yeah.
approaches Toothless.
yeah.
But I think they'll go different directions with
Yeah.
it. I truly do.
Then okay, I'll give it a chance.
Interesting.
Since our last podcast, both the new Cap 4 and Thunderbolts trailers. are
Oh
out there.
yeah.
Fucking
Fucking
Thunderbolts
Thunderbolts
like
this looks even better
fun.
and better every time I see it.
looks like a romp.
I'm kind
It's
of
like-
curious why Bucky is shooting at him and then all of a sudden becomes a friend.
Well, because he wasn't exactly on great terms with U.S. agents
Well,
Yeah.
at the end of Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
right.
Falcon and
Winter
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and then the Captain America one.
Ooh. It is so weird seeing Red Hulk with Han Solo's motherfucking face.
Right?
Like they did that a lot with Mark Ruffalo, especially towards like
Yeah.
later
Right.
Hulk
Yeah.
ones. But this is like you're like that is a
That's
big
Han
red
Solo.
muscly Han fuck Solo
It
with
sure
red
is.
glowing eyes. This is weird,
Sure is.
That's
but also
fucking
I'm
weird.
fucking here for it.
Right? Like it looks
It's fucking good.
both of
Yeah,
them
man.
look good.
We're about to be treated.
Yep. Big time.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, jizz about damn time.
Ah!
I know you said which is, but you really like undercut the wi, so it just sounded like you said
It
jizz.
just-
You just
jizz
it's just
about
jizz
damn-
about time.
Just about damn
Is
time.
About damn time. Should we get to nerd grabs real quick?
I got nothing. I've been looking for jobs. So Aaron's been decorating as he's naming his tarantulas. He's been decorating their little enclosures thematically.
How many does he have now?
6 tarantulas, 1 jumping spider. And I can't remember. I think it's the jumping spider whose name is Finn. As in FN2187.
Yeah.
And so he went and bought like little teeny pop figures that are like literally an inch tall,
Mm-hmm.
and they come in like a multi-pack
Yep.
because he wanted the little Millennium Falcon that came in one. So we have a bunch of those at our house now from The Mandalorian, and
That's why I agreed to Phineas for our new puppy. 'Cause I
Finn.
didn't call him Finn.
yeah, Finn the jumping spider. So Finn, the jumping spider, has a little Millennium Falcon in his enclosure, her enclosure. We're not sure which, if it's a boy or a girl. Aaron's been having fun with that, and I've been having fun watching him. Well, you saw the little teeny, because it comes in like a little teeny box, and then you can like pop out the bottom, and
Same.
well, like the Millennium Falcon, you can put Han Solo in it. There's like a hole in the middle, and it could just pop right into the
I gotcha.
into the hole. Yeah. You're welcome.
Kevin, anything?
So a while ago, I got the PlayStation Portal.
Yeah.
It was fine. Like it was nice being able to like play on my PlayStation while I'm in bed, but like you have to connect to your PlayStation in order to do it. So it's not like something you can take like with you anywhere.
Yeah.
Unless you take your PlayStation with you. Well, a couple of days ago, as of recording this podcast, they released a new patch where now you can play. Now, it's not like the full library. It's about 100-ish games, I think,
Mhm.
which is not nothing, but a lot
Yeah.
of them are like,
Mm-hmm.
but they released a collection of games that you can now play over the cloud. So far, none of my cloud saves seem to be accessible. So, like anything I'm playing, I have to start a new game,
Yeah.
which I'm sure things like that are
They'll-
coming, or like I
yeah.
have to like go to my PlayStation 5 and make sure that my save files are going up to the cloud, etc.
Yeah.
But it's now officially basically a portable PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And so right now I started a new game, which I don't mind because I've already beaten it. But like just to kind of dick around with it and see how well it handles it, I'm playing Outer Worlds, and I was playing it and didn't have a single hiccup.
Yeah.
It was connecting very, very well. I had like no lag, no pixelation. So it's doing it very well. So PlayStation literally, like, I hate to be one of those clickbait headlines, but they quietly released like one of the better handheld machines on the market as far as like console gaming goes. Obviously, the Steam Deck wins, but
so-
if you're a console gamer,
Oh, I was thinking of getting Red Dead Redemption 3 or 2. 3. There's no 3.
well, RDR2,
Yeah.
RDR Online.
I because it was usually on sale. And it plays on the Steam Deck pretty well apparently. So
I have a couple of suggestions for you. Don't remind me.
Apparently,
Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm really hoping they'll release Dragon Age Veilguard. So I can,
Dragon
so I-
Age is
so I
another
can-
one.
That's one of my recommendations for you, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact. Specifically Veilguard, because I think you'll like the playstyle better than the other ones.
Okay.
But yeah, what a baller move on Sony's part to finally make this thing an actual portable handheld console like their old PlayStation Portable and PS Vita. Plus the fact that you're playing full PlayStation 5 games.
Nice.
So it's rocking my socks, especially at the price point. You're going to get a lot cheaper than like a fucking Steam Deck. So if you have a PS5 and you have, or even if you just have PlayStation Plus, you do not need PlayStation anymore. If you have PlayStation Plus, you have access to
Cloud.
their
Hmm.
cloud library,
Yeah.
which I assume is only going to grow and grow as time
right.
Yeah.
goes on. So
Apparently, it just posted a little while ago, but some photos of The Rock.
as Maui on
Of
the Moana
Maui.
live action, I'm way more excited about Moana 2 than I am the Moana live action.
Well, it's too soon.
It is too
It's
soon.
like
Too
you
soon.
just
Way too soon. Moana 2 looks tight as fuck. I can't wait to see that
It
one.
looks
just-
cute.
Oh, there's a trailer for Moana 2 and it looks really cute.
I guess Wicked comes out today.
Yep.
Did you see it already?
No,
Oh. Then why do you look like you're about to pee your pants?
because I'm excited to see it.
I am too.
And I heard something about it.
Oh. I've seen the photos of people of like there's like little signs in theaters that are like,
Don't you fucking
please,
sing.
please don't sing along.
People
Let everyone
paid
enjoy the
money
movie.
to hear these actors sing,
Right.
not you.
Okay, but
I
like
plan on humming under my breath.
I was gonna say, I've been waiting for this since 2006.
I'll punt you.
I will scream sing free last word if I so choose. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that. I'm not a dick. But also
No.
I have been waiting for this for a long fucking time.
But like, don't
Ah,
you? But
there's
here,
this-
wait,
Christmas.
wait.
There is a sing-along version
Christmas
coming out on
sing-along
Christmas.
is coming out, and I plan on going to that too.
Right, but here's the deal. Like, if you've been waiting for so long, then don't you want to hear them sing it instead of just singing along with it?
Correct.
Okay,
Maybe.
because they're probably going to sing it slightly different.
Well, yeah.
Different means better.
Maybe. Because I remember like when Rent came out. I know Kevin hates Rent.
I hate Rent.
And
But
I got to see it with.
I remember like
Rap and Pascal.
the director. So did I. So the director the movie theater manager came out before it opened, and it was like, let's just take a consensus, see if people want to sing or not, and it was a resounding no.
You don't.
Shut the
You
fuck
never
up.
sing at a live theater.
No,
Like,
no, not a live
Yeah.
theater. The
Oh,
movie
yeah,
when the
the
movie
movie.
came out.
Well, but that's kind of my point. You don't sing at a
Yeah.
theatrical production of a musical, even if you know it, like back of your hand. You do not sing, and so even though it's not live, you should still be giving that exact same respect to
people
people around
don't.
you
Yeah.
who also paid money to see this movie and want to see it performed by the actors and professionals who are doing it. God damn it.
Yeah.
And I say this as a huge musical theater nerd, somebody who has been in a lot of musicals, who has had quite a few successful solos, if I do say so myself. I would love to sing along also, but I am more than happy waiting for a sing-along version to come to theaters to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
I will scream sing every single word to Les Mis.
Well, when Les Mis came out, nobody sang along with it.
Yeah. Well, that's because they did it weird.
They did do it weird.
But they
Russell Crowe, what are you doing here?
Oh,
Stop.
God, fucking Russell Crowe's the worst. And I hate that movie version. Um,
I liked it up until
but
Anne
that's all.
Hathaway.
They also did something new with that, which was
Yeah.
they sang live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were singing
they were
live
singing
on
live.
set.
Yeah, I mean they just had the piano playing, but it was
Yeah.
in their ear, and they could just sing along and do what they wanted to.
Yeah. I
which
liked
was
it
great.
up until Anne Hathaway died, which is in the first act. So
Sure is.
I did. I also liked Master of the House.
Every time I see that, it just reminds me of when I did it. I did a light design for it in 2010, and the scene where Javert confronts
Jean Valjean.
Jean
Jean
Valjean, yes.
Valjean.
After she dies, right? This is a live stage
Yeah.
performance. They had a breakaway chair so he could like look like he's really strong and break it and like,
Yeah.
and use it as a weapon. Well, it slipped and broke at the wrong part, and a leg of the chair went flying and hit
An audience member?
no, it hit
Oh.
the main actress who was dead right in the fucking face. Like right square across the fucking eyeball. And I watched it from the booth. I was like, holy fuck, she didn't move.
Good for
Hope
her.
she's not knocked out.
Yeah.
So I went tearing out of the
Can
booth,
somebody check on her?
ran all the way,
Commitment.
ran all the way backstage and she wasn't off stage by the time I got back there. But first of all, she didn't move. She didn't even flinch.
Damn.
Good on her. But I ran back there and I'm like, holy fuck, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, are you serious? That thing hit you in the face. She's like, well, it kind of like hit me more in the forehead, but yeah, I'm fine. Not a mark on her. I was surprised.
Oh, still consider the forehead in the face.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it hit her like right across. Oh, God. I was like, I was in pain watching it. But so every time I see that scene, I just think of that. Anyways. Nerd grabs. Drink. Is that it, Kevin? Yeah. I spent the weekend making.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We were talking about this at one of our gaming sessions, and about the Moff Gideon helmet that was sold out.
Yes.
But then to pre-order on like Amazon, I think. Pre-order other places were like it was like $30 more.
Right.
But I did end up getting on Amazon for the 100.
Oh, okay.
And it came in the mail a couple of days ago. It's pretty cool. Next time you come over here, I'm sure you'll want to throw it on your face. It's awesome. Anyway, that's it.
Okay.
I got the Moff Gideon helmet. It's cool.
Nice.
It glows.
Wow, really?
Ooh.
It light up?
It does.
Nice.
Visor glows red.
Sweet. Did you guys game? You guys did game with this?
We did.
We did.
Oh, did you just throw me in a gelatinous cube? And
No, I threw you in jail.
I was on set all weekend, so I just spent the past week, and which is why I wasn't playing, because I thought I could have a moment of levity, but I couldn't. I had to meet with my production staff because we were in la la land of a whole lot of I don't know what's going to go on this weekend. And so we spent the night probably until about 1 a.m. figuring shit out, and then I had to be on set, or I had to get up early and buy food and blah 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 with my mom because my mom catered the whole thing.
Aw.
I know.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. I'm gonna pay her back. What money? I don't know. And then Friday we filmed, which made me feel a little bit better because we did pretty good. And then Saturday came, and I was all full of anxiety. We spent 16 hours on set, I think. We weren't filming the entire time, but from setup to rehearsals to filming, because we had to film at night. We had to wait for the lights go down. It was very long, and I learned a lot of things. Like I can't be in Video Village. I have to be out on the set. So that was a mistake, but whatever. It was fine. And then Sunday we came back for another 12 hours. Again, rehearsals.
I didn't do that either.
And then, it was rehearsals, and we were like, had a really tight schedule because we actually were behind from Saturday. But oddly enough, still finished 15 minutes over our scheduled time. Like we wanted to end at 10:30, ended up ending at like 10:45.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Which is not bad at all considering
Way worse.
I've
With
done,
you.
Right. I've been on way worse as well. But we got everything. There's one little tiny scene, which is the opening scene that we're going to film on Monday because we were originally going to film it on Friday, but that got changed because the lead actress stepped away. But then we got a new lead actress who learned all of 5 fights in 4 days,
Atta girl.
Good for her.
which I was blown away by. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy fuck, I can't believe you learned 5 fucking fights in
Mhm.
because it's not easy because it's set to music. So that was fun. But it was
It's
it
easier
was
for me to learn.
overall it was, I mean, we did really well and we got a lot of amazing shots. I cannot wait to put this film together. As stressful as it has been. I know, Kevin.
Well, especially since like now I have all this time on my hands. I'm like even more annoyed now.
Right.
Right. So it'll be I can't wait to put together. And my only fear is because we didn't try it out like we should have. But we can probably
Eh.
fix it. Is that we don't
Fixed in post.
I don't know if the song, if all the fight choreography will fit within the time frame of the song.
Mm.
But there are things we can do movie magic wise to make it happen. So I have faith in Ian. He doesn't know this yet, but I do. It'll be good. I really honestly can't wait to put it all together. I think it'll be probably one of the best, for certain, one of the best fight movies that I've seen in a while. But I'm not just saying because I was part of it, but just all the talent that was there and just everybody doing so good. And we had some really good funny moments, and I have an idea for a end of the trailers, a little pop-up scene, which I think will be just absolutely, it'll be on the director's cut. It won't be on the Zephys cut, but it'll be on the director's cut, and it will be fucking hilarious. So yeah, it was a lot of work, like I said, but definitely I think it was worth it. And my crew and cast was awesome. And yeah, my good friend Katie was my AD, who we got our start in I met her in high school, and we got our start in theater. That's how we first started to meet each other, and then we stayed in touch after high school and whatnot a little bit. She went off and did big awesome things with running crews for Cirque du Soleil and rigging for every famous band you can possibly think of all over the world. Spend a lot of time in Europe, doing
You
whatever.
also spend a lot of time with Europe.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think they were. I don't think they were
Any
doing.
famous band you can think of.
Fair enough. But anyway, she came back. She's back in Minnesota now, and I got her hooked on this project. And then it was like we didn't skip a beat, and I was so very thankful for her. So
Nice.
it's good to work with old friends, longtime friends. I've known her. I've known her longer than you've been alive, Megan.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
That was a long ass time.
I know. You young kids. Wait, what year were you born?
92. I just turned 32 on the 9th.
Okay, maybe I haven't known her quite that long, but because we met 94, so 94. Yeah, summer of 94.
Nice.
Yeah. What? It's a long time.
Speaking of doing projects with longtime friends, Kevin was on Film School Slacker.
Heyo.
It was.
We covered Gross Point Blank.
And we somehow did not make a single Friendship Smuggler
We did
reference. I'm
not.
very mad at myself.
I did not. I was like, fuck.
Girls play.
Yeah, it was a fun evening of
Hi.
podcasting.
Catch Kevin there.
Yeah.
And Megan. And Ian.
And Ian. Filmschoolslacker.com.
It was a fun little format
Yeah.
podcast because it's like you do your opening and then it's just like for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's just hanging out with
Yeah.
your friend,
Watching
watching a movie,
a movie.
and kind of talking shit about it
Yep.
and going, oh, this is really cool. I love how they filmed it. That kind
Yeah.
of thing. It's the stuff we do anyway. And then
Oh,
Yeah.
immediately after you talk about it, so it was, well, it's still fresh in your mind.
Yeah.
right.
We had really good Mexican.
Yeah, we did.
I had some really good soup on set on Sunday from, of all places, Costco. Their tomato soup and
Their soups that they sell there are good.
their tomato soup's fucking good. I didn't get the chicken noodle. It smelled delicious. I didn't have time because I had to eat real quick and fucking get back to set. It was baller. And the biggest, coolest fucking thing was this water machine that they had there in this building. So it's like a little mass. It's like the Omega Prime of fucking
Water.
Prime.
of like a bubbly machine. What are those things?
The
The
soda
Water
stream.
fountain?
Soda stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
Soda
it's
Stream.
it's the most Omega Soda Stream. So you can pick bubbly, a little bubbly, regular water, room temperature water,
Oh.
or hot water.
Damn.
You can adjust the amount of bubbles you want. Then it has flavors.
Wait,
Huh.
that you can pick from.
carbonated hot water?
You can only pick one at a time.
Okay.
It could be like carbonated.
Okay, I thought you were talking about carbonated. I'm like, that sounds like a
Terrible.
nightmare.
Right? No, no, no.
Sounds
As
awful.
a carbonated beverage drinker,
So
that sounds like a night. That sounds like you're trying to drink sulfuric liquid hot magma.
Megma. So you pick that. You can pick your flavor, and they had like blackberry. They had cucumber, lime, mint, grapefruit, and something else. Coconut, I think.
Sounds delicious.
And then you can also put in electrolytes, or you can put in caffeine, or you can put in vitamins. Vitamins.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. You could
Sounds
adjust
fun.
how much
How
you
do I-
wanted of each. It was the best water machine I've ever.
I was like, I had way too good of a time with that.
I want it in my life. I want it in my house. They're very expensive.
That's why I
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Coca-Cola freestyle.
I was gonna
I like
say,
making
that's-
concoctions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this thing was awesome. It was so awesome, and it was cold too, like the cold. But it was perfect. Anyways, that's it for my nerd grabs because I was too busy doing stuff while my
Nice.
mind away. Anything else?
That's all I
Film
got.
School Slacker, check it out
Yeah.
with Kevin. Talked about Growth Point Blank.
Our episode with Gross Point Blank. Nick will be on the show at some point,
I will.
probably in the new year, because
A lot of episodes.
you're doing stuff and Ian's moving and
Right.
doing all sorts of other stuff. And
Right. We'll
you
find
guys
time.
are busy. I'm not busy. I'll
We'll
be
find
here.
time. We'll find
I got
time.
jack shit to do.
Let's do it.
I'll do
Yeah. My-
5 more episodes right now. They can just stagger out.
My film won't come out until April-ish.
We
Z
are
Fest
doing a
and then-
doubleheader tomorrow because we're trying to head off because I think Ian closes on his new place on
Which, if I recall, is like,
Wednesday?
what, 10 feet away?
it's literally across the street.
Yeah.
Even better.
Classic.
Vintage
Ian.
This has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 181, brought to you by Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick,
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin.
and we will see you next time.
This movie blows.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.